You are all approached by a satyr woman with a prismatic cloak on. She is also wearing a symbol of the 12 that is multicolored the same way. And she will say, "Hello, I've met most of you, but most I have not. I am Devala, the herald of all the 12. Speaker and translator.
Nice to meet you.
Well met, Davala.
I've been waiting for a while, but I do have something for you all. There... Why is Raven server muted?
What?
I did it by accident. I went to go mute myself and hit server mute.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There seems to be a ton of questions that most of the pillars have. So now, I will give you something. And she hands the most responsible person here, HMA, a map.
Sorry, what?
Okay. Where does this lead, Davala?
It will lead to answers.
HMA will take Tilly's hand. Okay.
She'll
And-
kind
That
of
just
see
sounds
this
good.
and be like, do I need to host a wedding first?
Shut up!
Please do.
Give them some time.
Anyway,
I want to plan
thank
it
you,
proper.
Davala.
Totally tries to hide herself in her wings now. Just like, god damn it.
Do it.
Not at the moment, I don't think, Davala. About
Let's go back
these
to that map
answers.
now. Hey, yeah, there we go. Let's go to the map. Let's look at the map. There we go. Tuli just looks at the map, trying to fucking suspect.
Anyway, this map will lead you to an old library. A very old library. You will find many answers and have many more questions. But I may have the answers to some of those questions that you have now. Does anyone have anything that they wish to ask me?
I did right up until you put me on the spot.
Right?
Honestly, I have nothing relation in.
Now's the time. If you guys have any questions.
I'm still looking for a belt. That's the last piece of the old white I don't know about.
She simply smiles and says, "That will be found within the library. Trust
The same
me,
with the armor?
I would know."
Upside.
Well, thank you.
Sid will ask, or Sid. Same with the armor?
Everything will be answered within the library about your items' where-beings.
Okay. Is Deval the one that he would go to potentially get his weapon changed from a bow to guns?
Yes, but you don't know about guns.
Well, HMA? To the library?
To the library.
Well, I will be seeing you all. And she will walk back towards the portal.
To the window. To the wall.
Alright, now we move over. I'm guessing that you're gonna follow the map.
Yeah.
Okay, now we move over to Pillar Expedition.
Okay.
Alright. Heading outside of the camp leads you to a massive forest. However, since the clearing of the mist, you will not get lost here.
Well, this is the forest that I fucking started
But
in.
perhaps, let's do this. One by one, since these players and characters have not been used in so long, we will be doing a character introduction. So, let's start off with HMA Ignatius.
Hello, I am HMA Ignatius. Once I was called Linthuvian. However, once I ascended to the Orange Pillar, I took the name of the pillar before me, Olivia. You see HMA. He's a relatively tall elf, standing about 6 feet. He has long white hair that looks sort of disheveled. Um, Before all of this, he was a hermit, so you can tell that he's not really familiar with the cultural whys and how tos. You see him clad in star armor, armor made of stars. In his hand, he's holding a star blade, as well as he has giant dragon-like wings, also made out of stars.
And what campaign are you from?
I'm from the Dawn Rises campaign.
Alright. Next is Sid Graves Maltos.
Alright. Hello, I'm Sid. Originally, my name was Sid Blanco. Graves was my nickname. But I kind of just took on the name of Maltos from the previous pillar. You can tell that Sid is an echo. He's potentially the tallest of everyone here, standing at 8 feet. Dressed like a pirate. He's originally from Islands Lost in Time.
Alright. Dragnor. Rainbow, you're muted.
I know I was getting there.
Over the
Hello. My name is Dragnor. I am the light blue pillar, and I just recently acquired my pillar magic, pillar powers, not too long ago. So I'm still new, willing to learn.
And which campaign are you from?
Islands Lost in Time.
Alright. Next up is Scarlet Ruby. Hello, darlings.
Hey, sexy.
I'm Scarlet Ruby. I am one of the original 12 from 3.5 billion years ago. I am happily married to Silver Mystique. I am from the campaign 12 Days, 12 Years, 12 Hours. And next would be Silver.
Hello, all. I am Silver Mystique. Still deciding whether I'm going to take Ruby's last name or if she's going to take mine, as we are married, and I'm originally from Campaign the Abyss.
Why don't you just take both?
Trinket.
What? Oh,
Trinket.
hello.
Or a murder.
Murder. You still in the kitchen?
I'm on push to talk with Discord in a different tab, so it takes me a second.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hi, my name is Trinket. I am a 13-inch tall pixie. and I ride around on a corgi most of the time. Um, they usually are with me, but I believe they've been left with Ragnar, or they were with Ragnar and Mia and everybody at Islands Lost in Time for safety while I went with the pillars to assist with pillar duties. Um,
Scratching the ears.
I'm originally from Islands Lost in Time, and I don't know what else we were supposed to say. Pillar.
That's fine.
All of this as well.
Alright. Tuli Celrix.
Hello, I'm Judy Selix. I'm not gonna say my full name because that's too long. Um, I have the honor to take on the red pillar, and uh, she is a dragonkin, probably the second tallest, standing at 7'2", and she has platinum blonde hair, red eyes, and silvery wings, and a tail. As well as she's wearing, was it vine armor that her brother gave her?
No, you are wearing star armor.
Oh, I'm wearing star armor now. Okay, cool. I wear star armor that also encases my wings. So actually, you wouldn't see that my wings were actually silver.
The same thing as HMA, basically.
Yeah,
Alright. And then
as well as
finally,
she's wearing a pendant of the 12 that has 2 points. One's orange and one's red.
okay. And then finally, White Paw. Or wait, what campaign are you from?
Oh yeah, I am Mystery in the Woods. There we go.
Alright.
It's
And
been
then,
so long.
And now White Paw.
Standing almost shoulder to shoulder with HMA, just below 6 feet. White Paw's a lichen, so she looks like a fully anthropomorphic wolf. She's currently wearing the white robes with the blue wave pattern worn by the original pillar, and on her fists are a pair of golden gauntlets encrusted with gems.
The fucking Infinity Gauntlets.
Right. Just have
Still trying to figure out how they work.
And
Have
If
you
you see her
tried
snapping her
snapping yet?
fingers, don't worry.
and what campaign are you from?
I believe it's also the Abyss?
Yep.
Yeah. I
Alright.
remember Silver meeting Ruby. It was adorable. They are so cute.
Alright. And now you walk the road, trying to find out exactly what you can about the pillars. You can move as you wish. Silver and Ruby are going to be holding hands. Well, let's get a move on.
We'll just walk over to Trinket.
Do you want me to move your character, Murder? Or can you do that?
I think I can. Or
Well, I'm asking Murder if she can move her character. Or if
So
she
where are we going? I'm unclear on what we're doing.
You are
So
going
Wondering.
we're in the Pillar Expedition campaign, and we're just following the road.
Oh, then please move me along. Just keep me with the party for now. I can't even find our fucking tokens yet.
Oh, here, I'll ping. I'll ping. I'll scroll all the way out and I'm pinging.
Yeah, we're at the bottom of the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're at the bottom of the map.
I was gonna offer Trinket my shoulder, just that way.
Now,
Trinket-
Trinket does not ride on people unless she likes them and she doesn't really know or trust any of you guys
He
yet.
doesn't trust Sid.
No offense.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Lichens can turn into
Sorry.
wolves?
Sid annoys her in character, my dude.
What's
Not
about
like
Dragmore?
horribly so, but like she's
How does
not
Trinket
gonna
feel about
casually
Dragmore?
ride around on your shoulder. She's not a pet. She is
It's-
perfectly independent and capable of on her own. Her reaction time is better than yours, essentially. And she is not somewhere she is familiar.
Around you, you can see everyone that the forest is massive. Silver and Trinket, you feel a very strong connection just walking through this place.
Well, the forest is
Lisa,
lovely.
the forest is lovely. Can I do a nature check, perception check on the area around us?
Sure. Everyone can do that if they wish.
Cool.
Would you prefer nature or perception?
Nature.
My nature. Basic.
Here.
That's okay.
I was gonna say you could take it at advantage.
Everyone, especially Trinket and Silver. Trinket and Silver both feel a very strong connection, as every single tree in my world in some way is connected to Yggdrasil, because it is life entirely. You are basically walking on holy ground every second. However, there are specific trees that Trinket can see small little white strands coming off of. Specifically, the one with golden leaves.
The elder tree.
What do the white strands mean? Out of character.
These are strands of life.
Ah.
They would be
Are they
used...
something that I should collect or no?
You cannot collect them.
Okay.
They are used for the song blades.
Gotcha.
And chords, and they're used for chords, song blades, and weavers. So this would be an important place to take them.
That's a good note to have for now. For future note.
Did we ever decide who was getting the song blade?
Not yet.
Okay.
That has not been decided yet.
Okay.
As White Paw walks over here, you guys feel a White Paw. You can feel that the warm breeze of the ocean that was once there is now slightly cooler near a river.
Interesting.
Ooh, of course, like you walking along. How did everyone become a pillar?
I was
Try
chosen.
to make up small talk.
I was chosen 3.5 billion years ago from my mother.
I had to fight my predecessor.
I had to find my brother. I kicked his ass.
A chance encounter in Milana.
As a joke,
I picked up a book and...
Hold on, let Silver talk.
Sorry.
Fine.
Go ahead, Silver.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
You know what, I'm just gonna
Barely
mute
hear you.
myself.
No, you're good. I think she's making dinner anyway, so it's kind of like far away.
Okay, that's why we couldn't hear her.
I picked up a book and ended up sucking it all of our party in, and we had to fight the original green.
That sounds like fun. I love Ivan.
I just barely beat points to Trinket her on the chance of getting it from him.
You know, she looks more like a green than you do. Honestly, your colors feel like they should be switched, honestly.
Can't
My aesthetic!
Do you say that in character?
Yes, I point at him, point at myself, and go, my aesthetic! Because I was all green before all of this. I got turned silver.
I mean,
I got my color stolen, Ruby.
I mean,
Listen,
I
it was random chance, okay?
We're
look.
not blaming you. If honestly, it's just a fucking joke at this point.
I
It's
mean,
not upset. It is just stares at the sky, at the gods unknowingly, just by colors.
Were you
My
there for all these other
colors.
pillars
green and
when they were
silver are a
chosen?
good match. Sorry.
What was that, White Paw?
Ruby, were you there with these other pillars when they were chosen?
The original? Of course I was.
No, the other pillars here.
Oh, absolutely fucking not. Although, she'll point at Tully and say, I do remember her.
Hey, Ruby
What?
pulls out the book. I found his journal.
Oh, how do you like it?
I love it.
Interesting read, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna save it for when somebody asks what my story is, and I'm just gonna hand them.
Maltus was never one for keeping notes.
I
Come
assumed.
along. Ruby and Silver will wait for everyone. If you guys want to do something, stop me at any time.
I mean, other than look around the forest.
It's very pretty.
For some odd reason, I just want to climb up to the top of a tree and just look around.
Out of curiosity, do I spot any useful plants, herbs, tools, magical plants with effects, things of that nature?
Make me a perception check.
Can I give her advantage? Because
Tully
it would be
can Tully can do the same thing with advantage because of brewer.
Oh.
So I have advantage?
Both you and Tully, yeah.
Alright.
Tully, you're
Give
in
me
the
one
wrong
second.
campaign.
Give me 1 second. I'm helping my mother.
Oh wait, Trinket, you're in the wrong campaign. Sorry.
Oh shit! Sorry!
It's all good. I'll keep that roll. You find some.
Yeah, I can roll it again and see if I get better, but if I don't,
Nah, you're good.
I didn't roll with advantage.
Watch you crit. Roll it again. Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay.
Good, I
You
like
find,
her.
you find some pretty useful
Nice.
herbs, mainly for potions of healing, greater, lesser, superior. However, you find one curious thing. You find a root shimmering with slight light gray energy.
Interesting. I would like to harvest that. Do you have me roll for that?
Sure, make me a sleight of hand check.
350?
You harvest the bark, and you realize something. As you touch it, your mind goes to Yggdrasil. You have 1 Yggdrasilian bark.
1 Yggdrasilian what?
Bark.
Bark.
What?
Alright, I bet that would add some interesting effects to a healing potion, Tootie. You're the
Okay.
brewer.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my mother was asking me questions, and I was trying to also pay attention. What were you having?
I found I found a root that was glowing with a faint gray energy. I harvested some of the bark, and I have Yggdrasilin bark. So bark from the actual tree of Yggdrasil. I bet it would add some interesting effects to a potion. Would you like some?
Right there.
Yes. Hold on, let me
So I
switch back.
can't spell Yggdrasil for my life.
Alright, I am now back on my computer. So, Okay, so Tootie or Trinket showed Tootie the bark. What was I rolling for?
That would be for items that would be useful in the area.
Okay. And so that's nature or perception or investigation.
Perception.
Okie
With
And
advantage.
that was with advantage? Okay, cool.
Get out of here, Lucy.
Perception.
Can
24.
You find the same things as I said before. Ingredients for potions of lesser healing, greater healing, and some for superior.
Thinking of
Harvest some of that and see.
yeah,
Give it
some
back
of
to
the
Tootie.
oh go ahead.
I was gonna say let Tootie harvest the stuff for potions, since I know now she's the superior potion maker.
yeah, can I just look around roll for something to just
Just roll me a
Because
general
I-
perception check.
Alright, thanks. Reason why is because I have artesian tools.
Is the dishwasher ready?
In China.
Okay, so it's good again.
What do artesian tools do?
Artisan tools are basically like wood carving, stuff like that.
Oh,
Artisan.
Artisan tools.
I'm like
You find-
artisan. What?
You
Artesian.
find a couple of nice branches and a couple of bark pieces that would be good for
I love that
uh,
seasoning.
whittling and stuff like that.
All I eat today is that salad.
Alright.
No, I ate the
Um,
of my Chinese food.
All I
With the Yggdrasilian bark, can I use my staff to try to pinpoint more of this bark?
It seems that there is no longer any bark in the area. Also, I'm gonna have to serve her murder for a little bit because it's a little bad.
Yeah, because she's in the kitchen.
Alright, well,
Or actually, I can just do this. I'm gonna lower her volume for the time being. There we go. All right.
Okay, so is
As
this
you-
the same forest that Tootie and the rest of the people in the Mystery of the Woods, the same woods?
Yeah. Just a different
Um,
area. This
Alright.
This is how you
Do you
got
think-
to the. This is how you got to the Camp Hope.
Okay. Okay. So since we're in the same forest, I want to look. I'm thinking. I want. She focuses on her staff, and she wants to see if there's any purple bananas.
There are not,
Damn.
because this is a different area.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why it was a different area. So she was wondering if, because she only found one in the area that she was in.
So, HMA, which way to the library?
Well, as you walk here, you can see a small campsite that you could perhaps come back to.
Thanks. Sorry about that. I was rinsing a dish. So while we're walking, Sid's going to be sitting there whittling and carving one of the branches into a very intricate flute.
I'm about to start trimming your damn nails, cat.
All right. And
Wait, are
then
you
Ruby,
talking to your actual pet, or you're talking to Sid?
Ruby will say, I believe the fastest way to the library would be to the left. But should you have any business in the City of Light, we could go there, but you could always go there on your own time.
Yeah, I'll go there later. So to the left,
Mm-hmm.
starts walking there while still whittling and carving a flute.
Hilariously, you should roll a dexterity since you're whittling and since you're not paying attention to the road.
Nah, you're good. Your passive perception is high enough to know that you're walking on the road.
Yeah.
Fair
Or
enough.
stub your toe on a rock.
Right.
Ruby just trips him. Fuck!
Well, here's the thing. Ruby's so far ahead of us, of him.
Go back, please.
Wait, I have the perfect thing.
Alright. And you find yourself. Oh, hold on. I gotta copy and paste your fucking tokens. Because I'm an idiot. You find yourself in an abandoned village.
Hey.
Come on, tokens.
I was gonna say which area.
There we go.
There we are. Oh god, we doubled.
Oh.
Oh no, we've trinketed. There's multiple of us.
Oh, I can't. Oh,
What happened here?
Probably abandoned.
Hmm.
Many
this
people,
is.
once the City of Light lost the castle, many people fled to different places. So, obviously, this place would be run down. I'm sorry, did I interrupt you, HMA?
No, you're fine. This just looks apocalyptic.
It happens. When people are afraid of something, they just leave. And eventually, stuff like this happens. Although, the burns are odd, but most likely from the dragon attack.
There was a dragon attack?
Yeah, the one in the City of Tears. The one that the dragon's roar dealt with.
Ah.
This did you also get for stealing my fucking shrimp?
This area is close enough to its domain, so...
Well, I mean, if someone else dealt with the dragon, at least that's one thing we don't have to worry about.
Indeed.
How many people used to live here? This is not a small village.
Well, let's see. Then she'll go up to the nearest sign, which is on this building, and she will kind of read the little dangling thing, and she will say, this city used to have a population of 150 people.
One more day, and that's it.
It's a lot displaced.
Many of them just travelers, but they used to come here very often, so...
Ah, so this was a trading town.
Indeed.
This tall left.
Brought a lot of business, although it did kind of run Drake out of business. I hope he's okay.
Drake?
Yeah, he's a small otter man. He's missing an eye, though.
How did that happen?
When did you last see him?
Long story. Last I saw him, he was heading towards the City of Light.
Well, on our way back, we can always stop by the City of Light and
Well,
see if we can,
he told me that he met somebody with a scythe, and they offered him a job in a city known as Grayskull.
Ah.
That's even closer to the Camp Hope, isn't it?
Hey, you're hearing it from the thing is it's Psycho.
Yes, Grayskull. I know it well.
I mean, not your.
Oh, you do? Is my friend okay?
Last I checked, yes. Grayskull is the city that Zygophel, Abraham, and I started together.
Oh, I see.
Has a strange recollection of your house is empty. Wait, why would I know that?
Probably because you had many refractions.
Why was one of my refractions going in Atrame's house? I mean, I can kind of understand why that would happen.
Right.
Sid is currently just dealing with the kind of like Why do I feel like I'm the one that talked to it? The sensation, but he doesn't understand what that means.
Oh, why did we lose Dragnor?
I don't think his picture got
I'm still
copied
here.
over. I don't think his token got copied over.
Oh, it's weird.
Am I?
And Sylvia, you doing well?
No, we
No,
can
you're not
hear
muted.
you and your conversation in the kitchen.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
We can,
I lowered your volume.
I will mute. I'll stay on mute, but like say my name.
gotcha.
Mm.
Where's Drag? There's Drag Nursing.
Do I need to
Added
roll
his token back.
Mm. Do I need to roll anything to make sure that this turns out good?
Oh, well, you're wood carving?
Yeah, I'm working on making an actual intricate flute. Alright.
That's an ocarina, not a flute.
So Sylvia, you doing well?
I believe Silver is just wanting to hold my hand.
Put some on her head.
She was smitten from the first time you came to us.
Ping pong.
We should be getting closer to the library now.
Question.
Oh.
Can I roll a perception check again? Just to
Sure.
see if there's anything interesting. It doesn't matter if it's wood or stone, just something.
Sure.
I just start watching.
Alright.
Oh.
You find a couple of, you find some more twigs, some bark, some pretty neat stones that look good for skipping in the water. You don't find anything else.
Wait, did we lose Trinket's picture?
No, she's attached to us. Don't worry. I've been moving her character with us.
Wait, no, we did lose her picture. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, she's right. I see her. She's right underneath Tooley's.
Oh.
I see Dragnar and
And
Thule. So what I see is Trinket, Dragnar, above Thule and Atra.
I just put Trinket back on the map because it's bugged for me. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say she's underneath Tootie's icon, right? And has been under Tootie's icon.
one egg. Momo's licking butter paper. She stole it off the plane.
But anyway, Trinket.
Yes.
You said that you were a. Wait, did Trinket say that she was from the Feywild?
I'm a pixie. I'm obviously from the Feywild.
I was just asking out of just giving.
Doesn't announce it, but she's a pixie. She's obviously from the Feywild.
So, question: are the fruits the same there, or are they different?
It depends on the area. There's a lot of different things within the Feywild, and of course, not all things are what they seem. I think the funniest thing I've encountered would be mimic candy.
I'm sorry, what?
Is he back? Oh, it's great. It truly is. It's delicious too. They're often very good flavors. But no, the plants are very similar to here, except we've got a lot more magical plants. One of my favorites is the Zephyr flowers. Sometimes you will see flame lilies, things of that nature. I haven't seen anything like that here, looking for magical plants. But you know,
You wouldn't by chance
pretty
have
similar from
any.
what I know.
You wouldn't by chance have any of those special plants on you, would you? You could see kind of like a glint in her eye if she wants to experiment.
So, Ruby, would I?
Probably not.
Would you allow me to have plants from the Fey plane on me?
Probably not.
Okay.
They would have either gotten stolen off of you from the people that captured you, or something of the other sort.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm sorry. When I got drug here, I didn't necessarily have a chance to pack a bag.
We could always go to the Yggdrasilian Isles and visit there.
Is that where your entrance to the Fey Plane is?
Indeed.
Huh, I wonder where they drug me through then. Because I wasn't near any Yggdrasil trees.
You were probably from one of the openings of the portals randomly throughout the world. It happened a very long time ago.
Fair enough. I forget how long I've been here sometimes.
Probably around 110 years, since that is when the portals started, but
That checks.
Well, if possible,
There is
then,
no light yet. Open the door.
well, if possible, maybe later I can pick your brain.
Of course, I'd be happy to talk plants with you. I wasn't necessarily as into potions, but the lore behind plants and the meanings of giving someone a gift are quite entertaining.
I know some flower language.
It goes beyond just flowers, you know.
But I definitely want to pick your brain later.
How long have we been walking?
about
A
2
while.
hours.
Did we not do encounter checks, Ruby? Because there hasn't been any encounters along any of this.
I wonder why.
Oh, oh, joy!
The reason I'm asking is because I was.
Mainly
It
because
would-
you're pillars and everything is afraid of you.
No, that shouldn't be a thing. Little things are stupid.
Shadows would be if they were not extinct in this area. Because of a certain somebody. Looks at HMA.
Did someone go on a killing spree?
Don't
But
worry,
no.
we will be having encounter fights very later. Very soon.
I want to go down. I want to know what's in the down.
Hold
What
on.
do you
The
mean in
library's
the
down
down?
here?
Path and
Hold on, Darth. What were you saying?
I was trying to ask. The reason why I was asking is how long we have been doing this, because I know it takes roughly 4 hours to carve a rough image, and it takes roughly 8 hours fully to finish a flute.
You've been walking for about 2.
Okay. So you're still in the whittling stages.
Yeah, getting the shape out.
Well,
Yeah.
this is actually, I believe, if I looked at the map correctly, the way to the area trinket. So you'll get your wish.
Sorry, curiosity killed the pixie, I guess.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry when you say curious.
Blake is going to put that saying to the test, trust me.
Hey, Ruby.
Hmm?
Did you see my message?
Yes, you're fine. I'm gonna drop
That
it
looks
in the-
good?
Yeah, you're good. I'm gonna drop it onto the map for you.
Thank you.
I'm reading your messages. I'm just not replying because I'm in the middle of a session that I have to pay
Got-
attention to.
Gotcha.
All
Sid is carving.
right.
While Sid is carving his stuff and not really paying attention to it, he's totally going to pet the ears. Fluffy.
Okay. As you make your way here, you find yourself at a staircase. That leads down into the underground. You can see that there are symbols that you recognize, all of you. Each one a different one. One of them, or each of them being a symbol from the previous owner of the Pillar Powers. And Ruby just softly smiles as she sees her mother's symbol and begins to walk down.
We'll stop at the symbol of Ivan. Briefly put his hand on it. And thinks I'll do you proud. And then
Trinket?
continues down. Continues down. Sorry.
You're good. I interrupted you. Trinket touches Everly's name and Flower's name. Doesn't really seem to say much, though.
Someone died.
Raven did. I think
Oh,
they're
no.
connecting on PC.
Ah.
Alright. Well, kind of walk over, kind of lean over to Trinket. Well, if Trinket's willing.
Yeah? What's up?
What design should I do for the flute?
Well, I personally am partial to, and she uses her finger and traces a, like, vining, flowery, like, pattern around it. I'm partial to sunflowers myself. It really depends on what vibe you want to give it. I would say maybe vining trees or little itty bitty flowers. Or you could carve it in the shape of, like, a specific type of animal. That's always really cute.
Maybe you should put a kitty cat on it.
Looks at Tuli. Do you know someone named Mia?
The name feels familiar to me. I'm probably going to... As from the feeling, it's one of my refractions. Why?
Because that's a very Mia thing to say.
I mean, if she's part of me, it
really
makes
is
sense.
Trinket chuckles.
Well, to be fair, you are... How do I put this? In control of your hormones than she is?
That was one time, Sid.
She
feel-
soaked my shirt.
I feel that situation was situational.
She's horny all the damn time.
I can't control my refractions.
Cackling. Trinket's just cackling.
I can't
You know
control my
what?
refractions.
You know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna do a dragon head that fades into a bunch of flowers.
It'll be lovely.
Anyway.
I hope you can pull it off.
You do you, kitty cat.
So it looks like we've arrived.
Definitely a lot of books. Impressive.
Nature May just takes a deep breath. I love the smell of library.
Alright,
He just makes a joke. Smells like dead trees.
okay. So now, we're going to go one by one.
Should we roll initiative so that we have like an order, a turn-based order or whatever?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Who wants to know? Who has a question that can be answered in this library? Know this. Any question that you have, I also have. So if you find the answer, I'm going to send an Asanai after you. Should you defeat it, it will no longer be able to participate in the battle at the very end of the world. Should you fail to defeat it, and the time limit runs out, You are sent back to Camp Hope. Is this understood?
No, so if so, asking a question sends an Asana, and we have a certain amount of time to defeat it.
Yes.
Can we work together to defeat it, or is it a one-on-one to fight?
It is a, you pick the best party for it. So, you pick 6 members of the pillars and they go into it.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
That sounds reasonable. Where I like the time limit where it makes us have to
Gives
think
it
quick.
some urgency.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, what I'm thinking of right now is that it's going to give you 15 rounds, and if you don't get it below 50% HP, then it's out.
Gotcha.
Question.
Yes.
If we defeat the Asani, all 6 of the party doesn't participate, or
If should one of the pillars happen to faint in battle or drop to 0 HP, and no passive effect can get them up in 1 round, so say murder doesn't have a trigger before
their next turn comes up.
Yeah, they can swap with another pillar that can take their position, but know this: the Asani will have improved intelligence, which means I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm targeting who I wish.
Okay.
This is not a way of me saying that I'm going to obliterate your characters, but it is my way of saying that the enemy knows you. The enemy that you fight at the end of this world will know every single one of your moves. And so, I'm assuming that the enemy that you will fight at the end of this world would have trained the Asani with unlimited power. So I will focus your healers first. That is
Makes
my game
sense.
plan. That will always be my game plan.
I mean, that's the smart way to deal. Is always deal with the healers first.
Yep. So I will also say this. The Asanis will have quick and tactician, and you will have 5 minutes to do your turn.
Okay.
do we have access to our dragon forms?
No.
Do we
what?
all have dragon form?
Because I haven't made them yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Do we all have dragon forms or just the Starblades?
The following people are eligible for having a dragon form: Trinket, Tuli, Atrame, Silver, and Ruby.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So,
and
I am
Dragnor.
Fairy Dragon. Got it.
And Dragnor.
Yeah, no.
Because you're a fucking Dragonborn. Forgot about that.
I was gonna
Dragon's
say,
a
don't leave the dragon.
So now here's the real important thing. You guys have to decide which should come first. Which pillar needs the most items now? Because I will tell you this. There is a limit to the answers that I can give you right now. Right now, I'm going to limit you to 3 answers to items that are hidden within my world, and 3 questions that you have about the pillars. This will be using all of your player and character knowledge, as well as you can use your soul to ask a question. I know some of you have been asking me a question a very long time, for a very long time. This is my way of giving you a reason and a way of learning stuff and having consequences for it. Because the enemy learns what you learn, because it has to keep up with you. So, decide who needs to go first. Talk amongst yourself. If you have any specific questions to ask me, you can ask.
I'd like to pose a question to the party as just a thought. Ruby did just say that the Asani are going to go for the healers first. What that says to me is that
Going
Silver,
after.
I believe, was the other healer, and I
It's Tuli
should.
and
Is it Thule? I thought
Thule,
Thule was a tank.
Thule and
Tuli was a
Silver.
cleric.
Thule and Silver.
Oh,
So basically, the
okay.
three that they'll go after is Trinket, Tootie, Silver, or in the order of importance: Silver, Trinket, Tootie.
Thule has
I will tell you.
Thule
I will tell
has
you
star
this.
armor.
I will tell you this. This is an answer that everyone would know. The Asani will not go after Silver.
So it's just Trinket and Tootie. That's
Why is that?
Because they
Okay.
can't kill something better than them.
I have a question.
So, question, just contrary question, because this is a why is Silver so far above the rest of us?
Jade.
Jade. The Jade
Just
Pillar.
Jade.
Understand the significance of Jade, guys.
Okay.
Why I'm asking.
I will tell you this. And I'm sorry, Raven. If you want to deafen, you can. Because I'm about to talk about... Okay, that is
and
also
gone.
fair. That is also very fair.
Probably. Wait. Can she hear you through your life?
No.
Okay.
Okay. The Jade Pillar sacrificed her life at the end of my campaign. At the end of 12 days, 12 years, 12 hours. Both physically and in game. Flower Livington passed away a long time ago. Specifically 4 years ago. Flower was a incredible person, and she didn't have to use any of her powers to end the world. So technically, the Jade Pillar, over the entire course of my campaigns, has accumulated, I believe it is over 50 quadrillion order.
Okay.
The rest of the pillars had to spend it because they had to have embers.
So to remember, it's an
She had a
honor. It's
successor.
an honor to the original.
It's an honor to, specifically for Flower, because the main reason I say that a flower can never truly die in all of my campaigns is because her power was supposed to be limitless. It surpassed fear at the end of my campaigns. That is why it is so strong.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so counterpoint, another separate question. The knows all of the pillar's current moves. That also means he's going to learn anything new we come up with, or no?
That is a question that would be answered in a question that you must ask me. So you would have to use one of your 3 questions for that.
Leading up to the original question that I was going to ask the party before we ask questions. One was, do we want to ask where the like original armor is for Silver and Turi and I, as like a way of beefing up the healers, but that's probably not going to be too big of a thing, I guess. The real question is going to be how do we develop new abilities that are custom to our character rather than just the abilities? Because I think that's going to be the key to beating this fight. The previous pillars, they couldn't do it on their own. And if we have the same abilities as them, what makes us that much different?
Yeah.
And
Ragnar. Sorry.
I was gonna say for to that developing new abilities would be beneficial. Yeah, they know that we have new abilities, but training against them and knowing them are two separate things.
Yeah, true. But to Dragnar, we know where the blue armor is, and one of my characters knows where the hammer is.
They already got both of
But-
those.
Yeah.
In,
They,
in
they,
out of character, they got both the hammer and the armor, so
Oh, okay.
that's something that they already have.
they did that through the
Yeah.
text-based.
And I know
Okay,
where-
so Deja, to add to that list, I do have an ability that heals people.
I
same.
think everybody has some way of healing, but the ones that are main healers,
Okay,
Are-
so that
so
that makes
everybody at
more
least
sense.
has one. Everybody has at least
Here's-
one healing.
Basically,
Here's the difference between Trinket and a lot of the other healers. Trinket can overheal you, meaning above your max hit points and does mass heals.
I will say this. The reasoning behind me saying that the Asanais are going to be hard is because there are specific Asanais that are built for specific pillars to
Oh, shit.
counteract that pillar. So your
Yeah.
abilities could just be fucking mitigated completely. Because they're the last line of defense.
I have a suggestion on the question we could ask. We could ask for a map specific. Can we ask for items, or is it just questions?
3 general questions and 3 questions specific to items of the old pillars.
Oh,
I mean, that begs a question. Could we ask for an item to locate the other items for the pillars?
like could we have a map that would have the location of the items? Like we can actually
but the
take
thing-
the time to go do that.
The thing is with that, it. That
Because
might.
then, the reason I'm asking that is because instead of only 3 pillars getting items, 1 pillar getting items, everybody has a chance to find their items.
So, speaking as HMA, of course, I don't think we should ask questions here. I think that we should focus our efforts on speaking with our
You get
original
both.
pillars.
You get both. You get both. You get 6 things in total, which is where items are in questions. This is a protected place for questions. However, well, protected in the sorts of you won't get fucking entropy or order.
Okay. That's why I was asking, like, if we ask an item that shows where the items are for the pillars, it would kind of make it easier. But that may not be doable. That is my only suggestion. General questions, the only general question I have, and that's one that I've kind of given up on for right now. Because it's not conducive to the storyline right now.
What is it? Or at least so that we know.
I was trying to make Zyga a god.
We're above gods.
Yeah, this was before the pillars. I was trying to make Zyga, and I kept asking questions tied to that. I kind of feel like there's no point currently,
Okay.
so I'm gonna hold off on that until I can get a chance to learn that later.
But I do agree with Garth about the question about the item. Like the map to the items.
So we want to phrase the question on is there an item that can lead us to other pillar items
Well,
in the world?
do we get the questions as a group or as, like, singular?
You can do questions as a group or singular.
Okay.
In terms of asking singular, HMA is going to respectfully not ask any questions, as currently he would much rather speak with Olivia about things. So.
I'm guessing my original question on how the pillars can gain and learn new skills would probably be something I could work with every or sorry Everly
Everly?
with. So I also think that that question would probably be better to wait. However, I would very much like my pillar armor. If that's a question you guys are okay with me asking. I'm gonna leave it up to
That's why
everybody
we're
else.
Trinket. That's
Because
why
it
we're
would
trying to.
basically
Sorry.
reveal all the locations of them.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Alright, then I have no other questions and I'm going to go on mute and let y'all handle this until somebody needs me in a fight.
All right.
So I'm answering the question about if pillars can make their own abilities.
No. That was something that
So
everybody seems to be.
we're gonna go to our respective people so that we can do that like more on a one-on-one thing.
Okay. This would be the time to do it. Because
Okay.
these are the books that the original... I have every single book converted onto a document from the original 12. It took me 12 fucking hours to do.
All right.
Ask your fucking questions. Ask away. This is your time. I know
Okay,
you would
so-
rather hear it from the original 12, but I don't have the time to put their tokens onto a different campaign and put them down right now.
All right.
These are the books. I promise you, I will answer the question to its entirety. I promise.
Okay. So, Trinket, we'll ask that question that you want to know.
So you want to know if the pillars can create their own abilities?
Yeah.
Okay. In one of the books that Thievius wrote, it explains that you guys have already been doing that. You know the amber pillars, the amber spears, everything that you've been doing? That is a way of creating abilities. That is a way to make something.
But we can make it with amber.
No.
No, I think
You have creation and oblivion imbued into your body. Should you want to make a new ability, you must spend 15 order and a little bit of power in order to make it. This ability will have to be approved by me and Deja.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that gives
Alright.
me an idea.
That gives me an idea because
I will let you know this. Order is not gonna be fucking easy to get this iteration. And let
Okay.
me give you, because it would actually be or in the book, let me get you the exact count of order that you guys have at the moment.
Okay, is this
I
collective
was
order
about to
or
ask.
individual order?
This is collective. This is all of you. If you spend order, it is spent for the world.
Gotcha.
So before we create an ability, we would have to basically commune with the other pillars, and talk with Deja and Ruby before everything gets approved.
Alright, well, commune with everyone, ask, alright, for all of that, and then probably write out exactly what it does, and then send it to submission to Deja and Ruby, and they will give final say whether either helping tweak it to make it acceptable, or outright just approve or deny it.
Sounds good to me.
yeah.
Now, for the second question, do we want to ask about basically something that can lead us to each item or of the pillars that is lost?
We want to look for a map of the location of every, or look for information that ties to, like a list of locations for all the items of the pillars. that are missing? Because I know the only thing Sid is missing is his armor. I don't know what items Trinket is missing, and I don't know what items
I will tell
Tuli is
you.
missing.
I will tell you this. You will have to ask where your items are every time that you come back here, because I will have to set up an area for each pillar. So you have
Gotcha.
3 questions for a specific pillar's items and where they would be.
Gotcha,
You have-
3 questions.
You have 2 more questions because you used one on how to create pillar powers.
Yep.
Okay, so do we want to do the 2 on
Oh, my
for the
armor.
2 healers? 2 healers first. Get their locations, and then it's each time we return we'll get questions, right?
Each time that you are here, after you have completed a specific quest and either have fought an Asanai or have fought a pillar, this area will refresh.
Okay.
Gotcha. That's actually nice to know.
All right, so
This is also my way of giving you guys lore that you've been asking me for so long, and it's too much for me to sit here and just do. So I'm making a campaign out of it because why not? That's fun.
I like it. I'm perfectly fine with that.
It's also a way of me giving you an option of fighting the Asanai earlier and potentially beating them and getting them out of the fight permanently. Like, Fear won't be able to replace that Asanai ever, is my idea.
Oh,
That would be
I like
helpful in the
that.
long
I
run.
really like that.
I liked the idea, and I was thinking about it this entire week, and I liked the idea, and I just went with it.
all right.
I agree with it. It's a good idea.
Yeah,
I
it sounds
think
phenomenal. Sorry.
I think we could phrase a question. If we have to ask for an individual pillar, I think couldn't we phrase it where the question includes multiple people, or is
No.
that not an option?
That is
No?
not an option.
Okay.
It can't be like a composite question.
Well, one of my questions already got answered, so let's let somebody else, if they wish to find their stuff,
Well,
start
from what it
there.
sounds like, Asanais are going to go after Tootie and Trinket specifically
So
first.
should we look for Booty and Trinket's armor?
Yeah.
We're specifically looking for the location of every item.
Tuli already
Those
has
2.
her armor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I'm like, I have star armor, so I think that is my armor.
Okay,
So,
I will tell. Okay, I'm gonna go one by one. All right, White Paw is missing the belt of Horus Horrorface. Atrame is missing Olivia's mask and her sash that she wore around her samurai armor.
Can I try it?
Dragnor is missing Lydia's scarf. Dragon isn't missing any attunable items.
okay.
Because they are still being transferred over because Ben would have given them all to you. So, they're in 1E and they're all on separate different pieces of paper and I have to convert them all. So it's
Oh
gonna
god,
take
no,
me,
take your fucking time.
It's gonna take me a very long time to do that, and I just found the papers, so I'm going to have to take some time to myself after. Like, I'm gonna play video games and do other things, but most of the time it's gonna be spent converting.
Yeah, no. You need time
we love you for it.
You need time to do other things than just converting stuff, so I can understand that.
Maybe guard
So that's nice to know.
Then try some.
I imagine Ruby has all of her stuff already, and Silver has all of her stuff. So what is Trinket missing?
Okay, no, you are incorrect. Trinket is missing the Don't mute Trinket, by the way, cause oh fuck. Trinket is missing Everly's armor, her vine armor, and her flower crown.
Okay.
Silver currently is in the hands of Flower's flower crown, but she is missing the. Wait, does she? No, she has a staff. She has the flower crown, the staff, the star. Okay, never mind. Silver isn't missing anything. I forgot that the star blade was one of them. Because technically they're tunables.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But they don't count to the attunable count, so.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Darth is just missing the armor, and I don't know if Elfie gave him the fucking cloak, so.
There
Not
was
yet.
a fight. Not yet. He'll get it. It's just.
They're
Speaking
debating
of which,
their own fate.
so turning to Atra. Hey, I know where my cloak is, but I have to get it from somebody. But I'm not going to just straight up take it from him. So I'll pull out the tapestry that has the original symbol of the Starblades. Can I sell this to you for some cash to just buy it off him?
Hmm. Do I understand what that is?
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
Okay. I understand what you're trying to sell me, Sid, but I'm missing the importance. Do you understand?
This is the original symbol. This is the old symbol of what the Starblades of the Starblades.
Can I roll for anything, Ruby?
Well, since all the star blades are here, I can just reveal it.
Oh, nice.
The original star blades symbol was Malona. Was the shape of Malona. And now I can reveal something amazing.
Okay.
Wait. Good job, guys.
Does Sid let HMA touch the
Oh
tapestry?
yeah, I'm holding out to him to actually
To take it.
to see if he wants to buy it from me, because I'm not going to try and steal from Elfie.
Do you touch it? Do you touch it, HMA?
Yes.
All right. The tapestry vanishes,
Oh.
and suddenly you feel a new power flowing through your body. I am going to have to convert a new ability for all of you, called Malona's
what?
Power.
Oh.
For the Starblades, it is called Malona's Power.
Ooh.
That's all the real Starblades, right?
How much gold do I have?
You have the stuff that Zyga has, so whatever Electrum fucking bullshittery.
So there's 50,000 platinum per person altogether. So it's like I want to say 15 with like 5,000 platinum. So each person has guaranteed 15,000 platinum.
Remind me again, how much is platinum and gold?
100 gold.
Yeah.
I'll hand Sid 5 platinum.
Nice.
Alright. Well, I can hopefully get it from Elfie. Alright, other than my armor, I don't really know, so let's,
Well, we definitely know that from what Ruby said is that Trinket is missing the armor and the crown, and
So
if we do a fight with Asane and have her as a healer in the party of the 6, or even if she's not in the first and someone gets knocked out and she gets brought in, they're going to go after her. So I would say one of the questions would be for Trinket, definitely.
yeah, that works. Let's ask for the location of the white. Is it the white or the gray?
Gray.
Gray.
She's great.
The gray pillars items. Is that okay with all of you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That way we get Trinket basically
That
not
works.
so squishy.
Oh, no, she's not squishy. She's far from not. She's far from like squishy. She makes too
know.
much. She makes too much of herself.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Is the Asani way of ignoring the invisible one or the clones?
No, no, the way of her making multiple herself, so that's her abilities before pillars. So she'd still have that, even if the pillar powers were taken away.
Mm-hmm. But you get what I'm saying. Like the Asani is still going to be targeting her.
Yeah, no, yeah, I understand that.
So less likely that in the likely situation of the Asani actually gets a hit on Trinket, she's not taking
As
nearly
much
as
damage.
much. Yeah, nearly as much damage. If so, yeah, let's find the locations
Wait,
of.
hold on. You wanted to say something, Trinket? I was looking at the chat.
I was
Alright.
too. I was reading it.
Sorry,
I just saw. No. She wasn't actually saying anything. I just saw it in the chat. That's why I was telling you to hold.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
No, you're not.
Yes,
You're
I
not.
am.
No, you're not. We can hear you.
You unmuted me. Okay, so I was server muted and couldn't talk when I was trying to respond for myself.
I believe that either HMA or someone else was doing that because of the background noise.
Yeah, something fell in the kitchen. My apologies.
No, you're good.
My fault.
Trinket is not squishy by any means, but she's also not got tons of health.
yeah. That's the main thing. That was the main thing.
The big
That's what I
thing-
meant by squishy. Sorry.
The big thing I would say is if we're going for, we're going to do all my questions, I would definitely say, if you guys want me in the Asani fights, like, call me. I will absolutely be first to help you.
Yeah. That's that's why I was asking you if we could get your stuff first. Because if
So
we get your stuff and then on the way back after getting your stuff, we have to fight an Asani.
Which, if we do Trinket stuff, we're going to be fighting an Asani that's targeted towards Trinket.
Is that guaranteed?
That's my assumption. Correct me if I'm wrong.
What was the question?
If we go after Trinket stuff, then we're going to be fighting an Asani that's going to basically be the opposite of Trinket. So
I cannot answer that unless you use a question, and that would be something very detrimental, and fear would change the outcome of it anyway. So it's kind of pointless.
Okay. All right. So, Atra, do you want to do the honors and ask the question?
So if like one question is for one specific pillar, oh god, there's more trinkets. Sorry, Tootie's token just moved slightly and another trinket.
Sorry, being on the grid lines was giving me a headache.
I understand that. That's why I wasn't really looking at the screen. Because if one pillar is for one question, then I would say trinkets items being one question and white paws being another. It being the last one, or if it's if it's two items, each of them taking their own question, then just trinket. That's 2D's input.
Yeah. Does Whitepaw have two items?
No. What I was saying is a pillar per question. Like, trinkets items, that's how it is. Trinkets items being one question and Whitepaw's, the remaining of Whitepaw's items being the other. But Trinket's missing other items, and so if it's one item per question, then the two questions being for Trinket.
Alright.
That was
You have 3 questions for items, by the way.
Okay. So we could do.
There's trinket armor and the crown.
We could do. What we would do is we word the question to be the exact locations of.
I will
Like-
I will answer the question that you have. So say you ask me where the item is, I'm going to answer it no matter what, because it would be in the book. You don't.
All right.
This isn't the omnipotent questions. This is just ask a question and I will answer it.
Okay. Where gray pillars items are. Right, guys?
Yeah. All in on Gray?
Okay. Will our spokesperson ask the question? Looks at a Treme.
What question are we asking again?
You're
Just,
asking about trinkets stuff that she's missing.
Yes.
Yep.
The location
Okay.
of those.
The location of the crown of Everly Greenhorn is currently in a dragon's nest within the Mountain of Life.
Oh joy!
Dragon!
I don't think you can.
I get to go see my kid.
Trinket likes dragons.
Well, we have to fight one. Maybe.
Fight doesn't have to happen if you're good enough.
Yeah.
Hashtag charisma.
And the armor, which was with it.
So the crown. So the crown is located in the dragon's hoard at the Mountain of Life.
Dragon's Nest.
Dragon's Nest.
Ruby?
Hmm?
Uh,
Oh, the armor. Right. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping up to date with the notes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
That's
no, you're
fine.
good.
you're good. It's all good.
Just let us know when you're ready.
Okay, sorry. The armor of Everly Greenhorn is currently being worn by the Queen of the Feywilds.
Ah, shit.
Shit!
Shit.
Which queen? Which queen, bitch?
The one that rules over the Feywild.
There are multiple.
Uh,
Technically, there's Tatiana. There is
There-
the.
I made my own.
Is that Delta?
Well, actual.
It irks me because I work with actual Fae and they get very mad at me when I change Fae lore.
I'm not changing
It's
Fey
okay.
lore. I'm using different terms. Like I'm using their what their names would be in Warrior, which when me and Flower considered it, would be another name that we could give them. It was just much
There's
easier
still
for us to do.
multiple queens. There's not just one.
I believe it is the one that rules over. Let me double check though.
Is it the summer court? Are you talking Tatiana?
No, we're talking Autumn.
Oh.
Oh, God. You really fucked us over on that one.
Which the ruler of the autumn.
Oh, what's her name?
I forget.
What's her name?
Tatiana's
No,
considered
Tatiana's-
the friendly.
No,
Summer
Ta-
court.
Yeah, Tatiana Summer.
In Warrior,
That-
it's in Warrior, her name is Viola.
A
Um,
name, her actual name.
I have no
Okay,
idea.
hold on.
This
so
is an old translation of warrior, and I'd have to look it up, and I don't have the time for that.
Autumn
right now.
Court. Don't worry, I got you, boo.
All right, please and thank you.
I'm just
Autumn
thankful
Court,
it's not the Winter
Feywild.
Court, but I'm kind of worried
Winter
that
Court
it's
only has the prince. The queen died.
Yeah.
well, the Winter Court, according to lore, is probably fighter.
No,
The
according to
Winter Court is
actual lore, the
the
Winter
Winter
Queen
Court is
died,
monthly.
and that's why the Winter Court is frozen. And the prince
Oh,
is an asshole.
yeah, but I was talking about interacting with them. You're less likely to die from Tatiana. She's gonna fuck with your head, but she's kill you.
No less likely to die. No less.
But
Anyway,
Autumn probably will kill you. Isn't
Okay.
Autumn also
What is-
the
what it-
area, the
what
Autumn
it-
Court, the area of the hunt?
I'm gonna fucking murder you. What is your last question for items?
Okay, so we got the armor, we got the armor, and we got the crown.
Can
And all of Tooting's stuff is going to be converted, so I don't have to worry about that.
What about my scarf?
Maggie Cook.
Yeah, I was gonna say, White
Not
Paw's
mushy.
scarf.
You mean Dragnors?
There's Horus,
It's not super salty.
the last piece of the set.
Okay.
There's either Dragnar's scarf or White Paw's sash.
Yeah, because I just have one item left to complete mine.
Same here.
Yeah,
But,
there's 3 people that are missing only one item.
I think we need to.
I think also
organize-
so.
Oh, sorry.
It's like,
red flour and regular flour. in this
so
bag.
which one do
What? Hold on. What did you say, May?
I was just going to say, I think we should organize them by a matter of importance in terms of who has the more healing abilities, since they will be on the list of targets.
So, like, I'm just moving it to the side so we have trinkets that we've already asked questions. The ones that have one item is what's Dragar? I think that's
There is Dragnor, Zyga, or not Zyga, fucking Sid, and White Paw.
okay.
Do either of you have any healing?
So there's these 3 in the matter of importance. Sid, I believe, is more DPS.
I have
DPS
max
like
heal
support.
spell.
DPS
What
plus support, because I do have a bunch of I did take healing spells and I did take stuff that would buff us.
Well, that's spells, not powers.
And
Say,
power, sorry.
Go ahead.
Power wise, I also have the ability to heal. Retaliate, I think, for when enemies attack other people. If I was reading one of the abilities correct.
Say, I have an ability that lets me heal all allies on the field.
Same.
And then what was
I think all pillars have the ability to heal all.
I will tell you this. Certain items will increase certain effects on the battlefield as well.
What's the fairest way to decide, you two? Roll a
Uh,
dice.
You can ask what they do if you want to before you. 'Cause
That's-
you still
that's-
have-
That's
you still
fair,
have-
because we have to.
You have 2 questions.
well,
yeah.
how about this?
So
White
if
Paw
we have-
has been around for the longest time and still hasn't gotten that item. Let's have one of the questions be for White Paw.
So this is Tootie's suggestion. She just like raises her hand. Here's the suggestion. We have 2 general questions left. Why not ask for the items that are missing? What would be the most beneficial to get right now? Out of
Yeah.
the remaining question, out of the last remaining question we have for items.
Well, we have 2 item questions and 2
No, we have
general
one.
No,
questions.
one item question because 2 were used on. So we could use
I
one of the
thought-
general questions to get a description of those 3 items and what they
So
would give us.
I thought trinket stuff was 2
Nope, it was-
items.
Okay. You have one.
one que-
You have one item question left, and then 2 general questions.
Okay.
so it
Could we
my-
use one general question to find out what each of the 3 of us' missing items does to
You
make the
only-
decision?
You only have 2 questions, not 3.
So it
Okay, so
the,
one
so
per
that-
question.
So you have to pick and choose, basically.
So having it like that, out of what using one of
Okay.
the general questions.
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. Being the DM, the Asani that I'm going to select is going to be something that counters all of the questions that you've answered here. Or have had answered here.
Okay.
I will tell you that much. That Asani will be something that will be worked on for a while, and it will have things that they will have knowledge about the questions that you have asked here. So I would suggest that you use questions on items that are useful. I will tell you this. As it stands right now, the absolute bottom tier pillar is probably, based on abilities, White Paw. Although her damage is incredibly high, she has very little durability.
So true.
And I mean, her AC is not moving because she doesn't have armor.
Gotcha.
Her attack power isn't moving because, her attack power is probably going to move because of the gauntlets. So her damage output is going to be even greater, but her abilities are just based on the fact of getting someone that is, and even with her class, with like stunning strikes and stuff like that, her ability is more or less to crowd control, in quotation marks, the enemy.
Gotcha. So that
Yeah, in
makes-
theory, I can stun like
White Paw
7
have,
things in a turn if I'm willing to spend the key points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
and even if you blow all of your key points, you still have attacks and passives that regenerate key.
Regenerate key points, action surge.
So
The only thing I don't do is stay alive too well, other than I can use an action to heal for a decent.
So the immediate one is somebody that doesn't have armor.
Yeah. But
So
a monk can't even wear armor because of unarmored defense.
yeah.
And White Paw retrained as a monk because she wanted to. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Um,
so that leaves Dragnar and
That is
Sid.
that is absolute bottom tier. Now,
Uh-huh.
I would say, in my eyes, it is a tie between Sid and Dragnor for the next weakest, because while Sid is clearly based on DPS, he doesn't have the survivability. And I don't know if you've realized this, but you gain embers if you get attacked. That doesn't matter if I miss. If I miss, you still get the embers.
So
So you're losing out on your potential because you don't have high enough AC and you don't have the durability to survive.
Okay.
And then Dragnor, because he is the newest pillar, He has not been able to see any of his abilities, or know what they do, or use them in combat, at least. Although he is missing the item of the sash, it's not going to do much for him, to be honest with you. Because he lacks the training that you guys had with the dragon fight. You guys got to see everything and work as a team. Right now, you're playing as 6 fucking people going into fights.
Not really much of a team quite yet.
Yeah.
Alright,
So the reasoning that Dragnor doesn't know or doesn't work well right now is because he lacks the teamwork that you guys had during the test fight.
He's the baby of the group.
yeah.
I would have to say that the next strongest pillar would probably have to be Atrame. He uses his abilities very well. He is missing 2 items. The sash and the mask. And I'm just gonna say this. Atrame's pillar powers are pretty much balanced. There's no start of if there's an attack or defensive. And I feel like Atrame's pillar powers are probably some of the most balanced way of making the pillar powers. Because Olivia was always meant to have balanced abilities between healing, defense, and attack. So that's why I would say that Atrame, with his capabilities of crowd control, his damage output, and even as a Starblade himself, and how I've seen him fight previously, and if he retrains as a samurai, he's gonna go up into the power spike, because goddamn samurai is strong.
Okay.
So,
The last. So taking that into oh god, what the fuck is
What
that?
the?
Dogs. Oh my god.
somebody mute.
I did. Sorry. I'm just like
Okay.
So,
if that's Momo, let me message me when you're done, or when Momo is settled down, and I will unserver mute you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
so
And then I would have to say that Dragon would be the next strongest. Or Thule. Because Thule, mainly based on defense and attack, and a combination of those, but she also does have the durability of the Starblade and having the high defense. And with her converted items, I'm just going to say this. Thule is not going to die. Thule is not going to go down in any fight, to be honest with you. Because of her super high AC, her durability, and her healing powers that she has, both passive and what she's going to gain, it's incredible. She is... Whenever I played my character, I was one of the top dogs. And I'm honestly going to say this, Thule is probably going to surpass Trinket. And the reason I say that is because Trinket would be the next strongest. Right before, obviously, Silver. And I'm not accounting Ruby into this because I haven't converted her powers at all, because I haven't found the sheet. So that's fun. But Trinket has the same thing as Atrame, but more focused on, probably, I would have to say, healing and DPS. Although she does have the defense of...
Her multiple fucking ass clones.
Yeah, basically. Oh, and the voice text. Okay. Okay, hold on. I got you. There you go, Trinket.
Okay.
You wanna see?
It's my fancy cup.
I got you, Trinket.
Oh,
We can hear you.
silence! Help!
Okay. Anyway.
I thought I was muted. I'm sorry. I was egging the dog on.
It's okay.
No, I just heard Momo, and I'm just like, oh god.
Anyway, Focusing.
Okay. Trinket with Everly's armor and flower crown. Even though if she would happen to get those items, I'm sorry, she's not gonna surpass Dragon. The things that Dragon is going to get whenever all the stuff is converted is something that I've been working on for a while.
Excuse me, I have a question because I didn't understand or catch some of that. But did you say Trinket is catch up to Silver or is not going to surpass anybody?
There's no way that Trinket can surpass anybody. I feel like Trinket is going to be the third strongest pillar for as long as Trinket lives. Because of the converted powers of the red, it's just insane. I can't wait to use it. Although I will tell you this, it would be close. It would be a close match between Thule and Trinket, probably.
I believe in that regards, it would probably come down to Battle of Wit.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically saying. And I'm sorry to say this, but with your new converted items, you're gonna have so much durability that it won't fucking matter. And then obviously the strongest would have to be the Jade, because not only is Silver the predecessor of Flower, but Flower didn't use any of her powers whenever she was, you know, I'm not gonna say any more on that, but she didn't use any of her powers, she didn't use any of her stuff, but,
So, I guess I'm just confused, and I guess it doesn't matter. But, like, you're only accounting for abilities we currently have,
yeah,
not for abilities we can come up with.
That's what I'm doing right now. Like, there's obviously the chance that you can make an ability, and it would ascend you beyond that. I'm accounting for your current power. I'm accounting
does
for
not
your...
wish to only be support.
Yeah, I
think it's going to develop some melee capabilities.
I should have said it more in voice, but I'm accounting for your current capabilities. I'm sorry.
Not for future.
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm just telling you currently. But I will tell you this, that nobody, absolutely zero people will surpass the Jade, because that is how it is meant to be.
That's fine. Stop exploding.
So, other question, because I don't think I heard it when you said it. How much light points and the stuff we need to make abilities, how much of that do we have?
I don't think we actually got to that one yet.
Okay, you have currently 81 order. There is currently 50 entropy within the world. Should you dip below that 50, you know what happens.
Okay.
So there's more than 80 order. It's just that I refuse to use it until absolutely necessary.
And you said there was 51 entropy?
50 entropy.
Oh, there's
50.
50 entropy.
A clean half 100.
Yep. I'm probably gonna spell this wrong, but I don't give a fuck.
So we shouldn't spend order.
Well, I will say this. You do have a reservoir in Trinket's orb. That is 100 order.
Nice.
Yes, but Trinket's not giving up that orb unless absolutely necessary, because it gives me unlimited casting. Like, I have no limit on my spell slots. So.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
Okay, well, I trust y'all guys' decision. I'll be right back because I have to go deal with Mother.
Okay. Saying, so.
So do you want to ask what do you want to ask the general questions about? That should be your next order of business.
Can we? Are you okay with us asking about my armor first to see what it does? As
That
well
would be a
as
general question.
Yeah, and then the other general question. Let's ask what.
I will also say that I'm accounting for your power without the 12th pillar activated.
Do we know how to get to the areas we need to get the armor and everything?
Yeah, we do.
Absolutely. I believe HMA has been to the Yggdrasil Isles. I'm pretty sure that everybody would know the world map by now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
that
asking about, do we know how to navigate the Fey Plains as well?
Yeah, because Silver's been there.
Alright, so can we use one of the questions, one of the general questions about my character, about Sid's armor, and then, if you're willing, asking about the sash for White Paw?
Sid's armor is what Elfie currently has, right?
No, you have his cloak.
Oh,
his cloak.
Okay.
Yep.
Seems a little risky, but I can't think of another general question myself.
The only reason I'm asking that is, from what it sounds like, White Paw, no matter what, is always going to be a glass cannon.
I wouldn't say that.
Gonna do hella fucking damage.
I wouldn't say that
hit.
because if she decides to make a new ability and you guys can accommodate for that, she could get something that would help her out with that.
Yeah, that's fine. But like as of right now, the way White Paw is built, it seems like White Paw is the glass cannon or the group.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You think of your general questions.
Whereas, so if I was to assign like types to what we are, Trinket is subheat. Thule is defense. Silver is main heal. Well, Trinket's heal support. Atra is
balance.
So I'm okay asking about what your armor will grant as the first general question, but do we have another good, just general question to ask, like about the pillars that someone's been wanting to know for a while?
There's a lot of questions on the pillars, but my brain is currently like, me on the spot. Fuck.
I believe that. I mean, I want to go insane too. We're only as strong as our weakest member, so I think we need to take a serious look at White Paw and figure out how we can get White Paw to the point where she's not so much a glass cannon.
There are tattoos that
you can
up AC.
You have to attune to those, and your attunement items are very important to you because of pillar stuff. They would give you more than a tattoo would, to be honest.
Because if no one can think of a last general, I will ask what the belt would give me.
So then
the only thing I'm missing.
Maybe we need to look at the belt then.
I also need to convert your I will say this, your garb gives you extra damage on your gauntlets.
Of course it doesn't get AC, it grants damage. I love it.
face was in there, man.
So what I'm saying is, so we can ask about the armor, we can ask about the sash, and then once we find the information about both, can we make a decision?
We could then ask the item.
That makes the most sense currently. Because if the sash just gives you more damage, that really doesn't help the situation.
No, I'm talking about the garb that White Paw already has from Yang. That gives more damage, and the gauntlets are going to be increased damage as well. You have no idea what the belt could do.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if the belt gives more damage...
It might not. If everything else is more damage, the belt might be belt of protection, dexterity.
Sorry, Ruby, I'll clean this up in a second. But what I'm saying is we need to focus on these three right here. Because we're only as strong as our weakest link, right? With that said, we already have one that does a lot of damage. We just need to increase their AC. And they may have an item coming that will do that. Dragnor, we don't know what Dragnor can do yet because we haven't seen his abilities. Rainbow hasn't been able to really get in and practice with Dragnor. And then with Sid, he also can't take a lot of hits.
And my whole thing is I'm supposed to be I'm not supposed to be the tank. I'm supposed to drag the aggro out on me. I'm not supposed to get hit, but I'm supposed to piss off the enemies where they focus on me.
And right now, that's something that you just can't take.
Yeah.
So what I would suggest is...
we ask the question about those two items, the armor and the belt.
Then we can make the decision on which one to look for this time.
Ruby, we can make this question based on meta, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at Dragnor's sheet. Hold on.
If you're asking sheet-wise, don't look at his sheet, because you haven't seen it in combat. That is the most important thing, is combat. Because you have to strategize in combat.
Right. So then, right now, I think Dragnor is a wild card. We can't make any decisions with him included. So I would also agree that we need to worry about these two first. So I would also agree that those should be our questions.
I can agree with that because, I wasn't able to make it and you guys weren't able to see my abilities. And plus, we do have the ability to come back here after we complete, a certain quest. At that time, then I could, if I haven't already found it, I can try and find it. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So, Raven, Thule, Trinket, do y'all have any input here?
Trinket really doesn't have much input in the general questions because she doesn't have any character knowledge. She doesn't have anything like that, really. So she already asked questions for her at this point. She's trying to figure out what she's gonna do about the fact that her stuff is in pretty difficult places.
Okay.
So she doesn't have any input because this isn't really her questions. Hers got asked. All of Trinket's questions got asked. I posed them to you guys right away.
Okay. So then, with that being said, I think the first question is we should ask about the sash. Not the where it is, but what does the sash do as a general question?
Okay.
What does the
I'm
belt
answering. I'm answering both questions of what White Paw's sash does and what Sid's armor does. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I will start with White Paw. White Paw, Should you find the sash of Horror Face, or Horror's Horror Face, your AC will be set to 25, and you will gain a damage resistance of 10. You will also be immune to every status effect, such as fear, stunned, and etc.
So basically, it's going to be like Star Armor, but a little bit more.
Yep.
AC.
A little bit
Okay.
more AC, and you get 10 damage reduction.
I got kicked out of the thing and I don't know why.
Probably because you weren't talking.
Probably.
Very useful.
You will also get 5 fast healing, which means that you will heal 5
Heal
HP.
5 HP each round. Oh
Yep.
my god, I love fast healing.
Alright, and then Sid's armor will grant him 25 AC, 25 damage reduction, and it will also grant him immunity to several debuffs. Not all of them, but several. The following debuffs will be negated by Ivan Maltos' armor. Bleed, Poison, Radiant, Radiant Poisoning, which is something that is new to Ivan. What Radiant Poisoning means is that as soon as you gain this armor, you get an ability called Radiant Slash that does immense damage and bleed damage. That will leave the enemy severed. And what severed does is it will increase your damage output on that enemy with a specific attack.
Okay.
It also grants you immunity to fear and one more. Hold on, let me find it. It grants you immunity to teleportation or stunned.
Damn.
How do we make this fair? Someone flip a coin?
Only
What's your
fair thing you could do.
AC? What's your AC, White Paw?
21. Unarmored
Fine.
defense would mean it's technically 30 something, but it caps at 21. Because I don't think 5th edition was expecting you to have a billion modifier.
Yeah. My AC is 20, which I don't know why it's 22. I thought it was capped at 21.
And it's capped at 21.
Okay, so we have the same.
Then maybe the only fair thing would be just to roll a 2-sided die.
I have a question for DM over the table.
Mm-hmm.
So my AC is already at 25. Is my armor going to boost my AC?
I would be able to answer that if you still had a general question left.
I'm asking out of character. I don't intend to bring it into character knowledge at all.
Will it raise your AC? Probably not. I had a different idea for it, and I think you're gonna like it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, for both of you, I think the only fair thing to do would be roll a 2-sided die. What do you think?
I've got to unplug my headset really quickly, so hold on.
Okay.
I'll wait until.
Okay, I'm good.
Let's wait until Ruby gets back.
I'm good. It was just really fast.
Okay, so 1 for White Paw and 2 for Sid?
Yep, that's fine.
Alright.
That's fine.
Alright.
White Paw.
Never been so happy for a nat 1.
Yep, I was just gonna give it to White. I was originally gonna just say White Paw.
Okay.
What's the odds of White Paw just saying give it to Sid? I'm like,
Okay.
oh God.
Here's the thing. And you're gonna hate me for this.
Uh-oh.
Within the city of Caldewire, on the very bottom floor,
Oh my god.
in Horace Horrorface's house, it is hidden inside of his drawer.
I'm gonna guess from your reaction that's bad.
No.
Oh, God.
HMA, how dangerous is the path to Caladwire these days?
No. Let me
Caldwire is at Camp Hope.
let me explain. Caldwire is at Camp Hope.
Yep.
Caldwire was cleared during the Caldwire campaign, so there are now no more enemies. You could have
Sweet.
found this on your fucking own.
Damn it!
Oh,
I could have had all
see.
three before getting here. I'm so sorry, Sid.
Just pulls out a big ass bottle of. Hey, can you
Alright.
use your creation powers to make this
Now,
10 times stronger?
here's the big thing. In this area, I had planned for this. Every time that you come back here, you can choose to use an omnipotent question. But you have a limit. That limit currently is 5.
Okay.
There is a way to recharge it, but I can't tell you.
What if we ask how we recharge it? And
Even with an omnipotent question, because it's supposed to be, there's a way to find out how in lore.
Okay.
I also wouldn't want you to waste an omnipotent question on that, and I kind of planned on using a general question eventually on it, but it would be like near end game, so. But I will also tell you that omnipotent questions are still the same. If I know them, the enemy knows them, and it is very specific, so you can create order and entropy.
Maybe we should ask how to create order.
I was going to ask in
That
general,
would-
yeah,
yeah.
about what creation powers the pillars have.
That would have already
What
been
exactly?
revealed to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, does Sid have creation powers?
Yes, every pillar does.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Atra, you need to teach Sid.
I will tell you this. Now that the pillars have been told all of this, the pillars can create and destroy anything that is below them. Should a god treat you like shit, you can kill them. Should a god piss you off, you can kill them. Should another pillar that is below your current ranking no longer be useful to you, you can destroy them. And give the
Looks at
Empress to
Silver
somebody
nervously.
else.
Great.
Stares at Tooley.
However, that decision would be a mutual decision between all of you. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're not evil people. We're not just going to go around spiting people
this
for
is
fun.
this is my way of saying if one of you fuckers becomes a dickhead and leaves the server for no reason and is very rude to all of us, that I can get rid of your character. So they're not taking up a pillar slot.
Looks at Sid.
Really?
I'm kidding. Looks at myself.
Speaking as HMA, to use the creation ability, you must first know how what you are creating.
That is no longer
created.
the course. That is no longer the case. You can create anything and you can create everything and everything and anything except for the following items.
Okay.
Any Yggdrasilian item, such as Yggdrasil bark, Yggdrasil trees, Yggdrasil apples, etc., etc., etc. You cannot create strands of creation. You cannot create strands of life. And most importantly, you cannot create an item by the name of Nai.
Can you spell that?
N-A-I.
I'm sorry, you said that and my brain just said, the end is nigh!
I would vote if we use one of the omnipotent questions to see how we can get some more order.
Yeah, so that we can.
Yeah.
Well,
because
I
it's
think I already know how to do that, and it's
I've
by killing shadows or killing Asane, right?
yes, I've told everybody this. If you do something good in the world, you can create order.
Yeah.
okay.
Wait,
But
I kind of
for
feel like
for
creation magic.
for every order that is made, an entropy also must be made.
I have a question.
Yes.
When the council like made it illegal uh, uh, to discriminate against Sharkeye, was that order creation?
I forgot about that. Yes, it is. So your order count is actually 95.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I already have an idea for a
Thank you for
thing, and
reminding me
like
that. That is very important.
I have an idea for a power that I wish for Tootie, but
Okay,
that is
hold
for
please.
later. That's for later.
Hold please. Because I don't have anything else planned because I don't know where you... I didn't know where you were guys were going to go first, so...
Mm-hmm.
Um... Okay, now here's the real question. What do you want to do?
I mean,
Same thing we do every day, Pinky.
Let's
Try
first
and
things
take over the
first.
world?
Let's just go back to Camp Hope. Let White Paw grab their shit, and then go immediately to the Mountain of Life.
I was gonna say let's deal with the crown because because dealing with the Fae is something Trinket just like.
Yeah. So let's go get the other two items first. Go there, and then come back after we get that
Then
done.
we have a talk on how the fuck to deal with the Fae.
Yeah.
Question.
Well, until DM
Yes,
can
April.
get me information on the Fae plane, I'm not comfortable dealing with the Fae stuff. I need to have an understanding of the Fae plane in his world, in her world, in order to be comfortable dealing with the Fae stuff. So,
Right now,
if at
Yeah,
some point for
that's
tackling the other stuff, I could be included in receiving Fae place lore, that'd be cool.
right now, the Fey world is fully... I wrote it out now, so I got everything down. I just need to do my research into, what the actual names of the fairies of each court would be, because I only have them in Warrior.
If you send me what you have, I'll work with what you have. The issue I run into is the literal Fae that I work with will fuck my luck. And I don't wish to deal with that, so I will have to figure out whatever it is and what it actually is so that they don't get mad at me.
gotcha.
Well, here's the other thing. The Fey Queen of the Autumn... the Feywilds of my world should be just the basic lore for any D&D campaign. Should just be all the same. Because that's how we wrote it out. And I thought it was different, but it's not. So, it's fine.
Okay.
I just haven't been able to get into the Feywild because nobody ever really showed interest in it, so... I will tell you this as well.
Feywild is the same as far as the three main courts: the Gloaming Court, the Twilight Court, the Autumn Court, the Summer Court, the Winter Court, and then
The Sealy, Unsealy.
Bless you.
Yeah, well, and then there's the divide between the Sealy, the Unsealy, and the Wild Fae. It's laid out the same as the material plane,
I tell you what, Trinket.
just in the Fae plane.
I tell you what, Murder. If you'll allow me, I will use the same stuff that you have in your campaigns, if you want. Because that would make it easier for me and make it easier for everyone here.
I know you wanted to use the original stuff that was written by you and Flower. I understand that. I just want to understand it. So if you could send me what you have so that I can have a basic understanding, that'd be great.
That's
You
why
just said you had it all written out.
Yeah, because I just copied and pasted from the basic D&D stuff. I couldn't find me and Flower stuff. I checked every file.
Oh,
Well, then can you send me what you have copied and pasted from the basic stuff? Because my stuff is you'd have to. I don't even know how you'd adapt my stuff to your game setting.
Just I don't know. We'll figure something out. I don't have the document on hand right now because I wrote it on paper first so I could transfer it over to PC because I had to trace over it because it was in fucking terrible handwriting, so I just had to fucking print it and print it and print it and print it. It was just very annoying.
And don't include the guy who makes the maps, please and thank you.
What?
When dealing with the Feywild, don't forget to include the guy who makes the maps. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that, by the way, Deja. I hate that I continuously ask you, like, please help me.
No, you good.
So, from what it sounds like, is we're dealing with the crown first, because that's what in the Mountain of Life, in the Dragon Nest.
I will also say this: I did not specifically answer your full question because we got too far into it, and I didn't have the notes written out, and I was typing at the same time. The Fey Queen of the Autumn Court has hidden the armor somewhere on the island of Yggdrasil.
Oh, so I don't even have to go to the Feywilds.
No.
Okay.
All right, let's. Yeah,
that's far more like comforting.
I'm sorry, I should have said it before, but I'm also trying to type a billion things and get everything in order so I know what I have to do, and it's a lot right now.
I can understand we're all kind of talking and discussing things, and you're trying to keep track of everything we're talking about.
Yeah.
I have a question. Since we have the Malona stuff on Camp Hope, can I take Dragnor there since he hasn't been?
We should do that a different time.
Okay.
And we should actually, I know a couple of you have things that you want to make now. So after the session, if you have thought of something, I'm going to create a chat very quickly. In D&D under the D&D stuff. Called Pillar Ideas. I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna have it so everybody can't view the channel. Can't see messages. 95 order.
Entropy do we have?
Well, I have to accommodate for the stuff. I forgot about the shark eye shit, so I have to create entropy depending on that.
Gotcha.
Everyone should have access to the chat now, by the way.
Okay. Also, when the new campaign is finished, will we have more order?
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Just checking.
I have an idea for an ability, but I just don't know how to explain it. So I'd have to talk to other people before even...
Type it out. Considering the shark eye and what you did to help them, I'm going to say that you have 60 entropy.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to have to... I will get the specifics later and type it in the chat because you guys would have to know that. But right now I don't want to spend my time looking through a billion documents and trying to get everything updated as well.
Yeah.
I will say that you said it takes 15 order to make an ability?
15 order, yeah.
So we can only make 2 abilities before we get below the entropy. So if we're going to add the order that Trinket has...
I don't wish to do that unless absolutely necessary.
Okay, so... If we did do that, we would have 9 abilities that we can make before we would meet entropy. But as of right now, we can only make 2 abilities before we get below entropy.
Okay.
And obviously these abilities will be decided on who needs them the most and what me and Deja can come up with. Now obviously this will be a commemoration of me and Deja and also Raven because I want to have her opinion on them as well.
Hey.
And it will also be a mutual decision between all the pillars if they should have the ability, if we have accepted it, or if we've changed it around, and stuff like that, basically.
Sorry, I'll type out what my idea is based off of. I don't know how to word it.
Okay.
I don't know how to type it
Well,
out. I don't
you do that
works.
after we're done here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'm typing out my thing just so that but I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah. So are we going to?
Now here's the last couple of things that I have for you guys tonight. First things first, are you using an omnipotent question or not?
Do not think we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do not think we are right now, no.
Which item are you going after first?
White paw sash, I believe.
That's the easiest.
The gray crown is the one we're going after. That's
Yeah.
So it's
Well-
white paw sash, gray crown, vine armor.
Yeah.
I think white paw sash can just be gotten in RP chat, or do we need to do it in here?
I would like it to be in the Pillar Expedition.
Okay.
Alright.
So
We will
Yeah,
have to
then-
make a Caldwire map. I'm not going to make you go through the whole city. I'm just going to put you in where it would be and then go on from there.
okay. Yeah, you and I can work on that, getting that set together.
Just make
So-
a room filled with 12 houses. That's all I need.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you guys go through the entire city of fucking Caldwire, because fuck that.
So the sash and then the dragon's nest for the armor, or I'm sorry, for the crown.
And then Yggdrasil Isles for the armor.
And
And I'm guessing once we get those 3 items, we can come back to the library for the reset to find the other items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe.
that's how
Okay.
that's how it's gonna work. And eventually,
Okay.
whenever you run out of items, this will be used to gain lore. Any lore
Nice.
questions, no matter what they are, will be answered at the end of the expedition. Now, I will tell you this. You are not going to fight all 12 Asani. I will be randomly selecting the Asani that will be battling you from 1 to 12. Or no, sorry, from 1 to 8. Because those are the expendable Asani. Or sorry, well, you know what I mean. Like, from 8 to 12, basically. Because those are the expendable Asani. I will tell you this, as well. Should you not defeat an Asani, it will just grow stronger. And I'm also going to say this right now because it would be revealed in the lore here. In the fear fight, martial checks are going to be utterly useless. Because that would be revealed here.
Gotcha.
Okay. That is all I had for tonight. If you guys have any questions, you can always DM me. But
Okay.
we're gonna end it here for the Pillar Expedition.
Can I please get your email, Ruby?
Sure.
So I can share what I have with you so you can decide if you wish to use it or not?
Yeah.
Cool. Please don't edit the direct file. It is my personal file. You will change it. So copy it and then edit it if you wish. Also, there are some plot hooks in there that are for a different campaign. Feel free to reskin them and use them. I wish to be included, or at the very least credited for the use of any of my Feywild things.
Of course.
Because I used other resources, but the original resources I can also send you. I have them all saved.
I mean, I'm still recording, so I will always credit people, no matter what. So,
Mhm.
um, but I think I'm gonna stop the recording here now. So.
Okay.
All right.
The only